What up, though? Welcome to another episode of See It Thieves, Sees Ain't Safe. Please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe. All right, now, I don't even know what I'm going to jump into first, right? But this one kind of had me a little heated. I don't even want to necessarily say heated. This one had me a little like, when somebody's back up is up against the wall, this is what I want y'all to understand. When their back is up against the wall, they have nothing else to do but to throw out something to try to make people believe it. Like I told y'all before, the lie is more entertaining than the truth, right? So let's just say 9 times out of 10, I got on here and it was always lies, right? Now, I might not necessarily lie or tell the whole truth. I might bend and twist stuff a little bit, but at the end of the day, people know it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to cover up their friends, to try to make it seem like that's not real or whatever, but we all know what happened. And when people try to make up lies that are not necessarily true, that becomes a problem, right? So since this guy want to try to take shots at me, right? Not only did he take shots at me individually, the guy tried to take shots at my child. The guy tried to take shots. He tried to dethrone me as a man. He tried to make me feel less than a man. Problem, right? I'm waiting for this dude to show his face, his real face, right? Because I'm following him on Twitch. I'm waiting for him to show his face because the moment this guy shows his face, I'm going to take the fact that he said this problem, right? And I'm going to find out where he works because from my understanding, the guy brings in about a stack or so every week, every 2 weeks or something like that. He makes decent money. But I'm saying all that to say this. The moment I get his face, I'm going to let people know that this is noob face, no pun. And I'm going to show it to his job. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to get his ass canceled. So please forgive me because this is not supposed to be demon time, even though it's sounding like it. But I just want to show y'all something real quick. Now, we all know I exposed Newface a long time ago. We all know Newface's reputation. Y'all can sit here and lie if you want to. You want to act like it's not real. We all know the reputation that he has when he spazzes out on these kids and goes off on them and literally will make these kids cry, right? I've heard such stories as far as like he has went so hard on kids before that they almost didn't even want to play a game, let alone come around the community because they felt like they hurt him so bad, right? Because they're part of his fan base. But that is a problem, right? And the reason why I can't stand the guy, because I know when I got this right here, this was real. And that's why I continue to show it. And I'm going to show you why he has blown it. Problem. Okay, check this out here. So I said what I said and I did what I did. This guy comes at me with this type of stuff right here. He says, you are still using a fake screenshot that you know is fake. No, it's not fake. He says you knew it before your first video, and you know it now. A fake screenshot is the only ammo you have. I get that you were mad that you got lightly trolled, but you're going off the deep end. Go get a job. He's assuming because I'm black, I don't have a job. Problem. Go get a job to pay off your debts and child support. Problem. He is assuming since I'm black, I'm not working and that I am in debt on child support. Do y'all need me to slow that down for you? Do y'all need me to say it again? This is the same guy who says that he did not say this word nigger, but will stereotype black people along the lines of not having jobs or paying their debt for child support. Problem. Now, I don't know how many different races for friends you guys have, okay? I have white, I have Indian, I have black, I have Mexican, right? And guess what? They all pay, if not all, some pay child support. So that's a news flash in case you didn't know. But he narrowed it down to me. This guy don't even know me. Moving forward, it's already not looking good for the square. So anyway, he says, go get a job and pay off your debt and child support. You senile old man. Problem. He said, YouTube clearly isn't working out for you. Well, everybody knows I started this off as a joke, right? Right? And I hate to toot my own horn real quick. Let me go ahead and pat myself on the back real quick. What started off as a joke has now turned into some type of monster, right? Now, I told people I'll stop. I'll let them know I'll leave right now. You know what they all say? Don't go. In fact, they said, I don't even care if you talk about the C's, Baythanger. Just talk about something problem. So that's why noob face ass is in crossfire, okay? Because I'm gonna let y'all know right now, this is the type of lies, this is the unmitigated gall that he spews out, right? Can you imagine how many kids he has believing this? That a black hard man like myself is not working, is not supporting his kids, right? And is in debt on child support? Can you imagine? Did I just let y'all know I bought a new car? Did I tell y'all that? Did I just show the homies the other night that I just bought a new car? You can't go to the dealership and ask them to run your credit line if you're behind on child support. That has been debunked. Problem. So, that's a lie, right? That's a lie, and he's stereotypical. He's already struck out twice, right? You dropped the N-bomb, you're stereotyping me, and you're lying. So that's 3 strikes. Moving forward. Okay, it gets deep, y'all. It gets deep. I don't know where these people come from. I don't know where they get to spewing this stuff. This one right here kind of struck a little nerve, right? And I'm going to tell you why. Let's read it first. It says, Baythanger, keep trying that narrative. It's not working. I took one look at your Twitter and it says everything. I'm going to tell y'all right now, okay? Where is my Twitter? Who has a Twitter of me? If y'all find it, if y'all have a picture of it any way, shape, or form, fashion, please throw it all in my face. Because according to him, I have a Twitter. I don't know what's being said on this Twitter. I don't know who's on this Twitter. I don't know what's going on. But I would like him to show people. But I'm going to tell you why he's not going to do it. Because he is a liar. If he's lying about this, how do we know he's not lying about using the N-word, right? But when you get caught red-handed and your back's against the wall, all you have to do is throw out some ass, 99-cent pack of ass lies. Problem. So now let's move forward to this. He's not even done yet. He says also the irony, he did that on purpose, right? He's trying to throw iron in there. Y'all got to pay attention. I'm light years ahead of these cats. Problem. Is reaching new levels. So he's saying I'm going beyond irons, right? Clout chasing levels. This is what he's saying. Because him and Iron, from what I'm hearing, is not as cool as they used to be. So he tries to segue or foreshadow by throwing Iron in there. I'm telling y'all, I'm a genius when it comes to this. Problem. He says, instead of working, you sit in Discord calls with kids. He said you called a 13-year-old your right-hand man. First of all, buddy, okay? Little John is 10. Problem. That's another lie. And he said, I harassed and doxed him when he didn't feel the same. To anybody that's been following me since day one, to anybody that hangs out with me in any type of VCs or that even comes around me, have I ever threatened to dox anybody? Have I ever doxed anyone and told somebody I've doxed them? What do I look like as a grown man getting mad that a kid does not, let's just say if he was 13, 10. What do I look like getting mad at a little kid that does not want to agree with me? Like just really imagine that. Let's just think about that real quick. I would have to be Magello, okay? I don't give a damn what these kids say. You think I'm mad that this little kid did not agree with me if this was the truth? Do you know what these kids do to me? Look at these pictures. Look at this. So if this ain't making me mad, you think that a little kid saying that he's not agreeing with me is going to make me mad? Noob face, make this make sense. Problem. I'm not even going to call you noob face no more, right? You obviously don't have it all upstairs, so I'm going to call you a noob case, okay? Because you have a serious case of being delusional, of being a liar, and when you mess with Baythanger, I bring facts and I spit fire. Bars. Problem. Okay, now look at this. He said, I doxed him when he didn't feel the same. Not to mention that your girl looks as young as your daughter. Seek help, man. Now, I just got off the phone talking to a friend. Okay, we had a great conversation, right? And my friend says, the reason why I feel like you're single, Baythanger, is because you come off like kind of like a player. You dress real nice, you talk real well. I think that's why you're single. But according to Noobface, he has found or seen my girlfriend. I don't know where. I don't know how. I don't know when, but I hope she looks good. And I also hope he could show and send y'all proof. But let's go all the way back to bring this forward problem. Everything he has said within those messages, right? Whether it be him dropping the N-bomb right here, whether him being saying I'm black and I don't got a job, for kicking me out of his Twitch because I was black, right? Stereotypical saying I don't take care of my child, right? To now saying that I'm doxing people, right? And you know, I bought the new car, but apparently I'm in debt, right? What else? Man, the list goes on. I mean, I just can't, I don't even know where to start, stop, begin, or whatever. He's also saying I got a girlfriend and I'm getting mad at kids. Like, everything he is saying is a lie. So if he's doing this much lying, who's to say we can't believe this? New face. It's okay, bro. It's all right. You're racist, bro. Okay? When you played with color crayons, right? You didn't want to touch them unless all the crayons said flesh or peach color, right? You didn't want to deal with any other type of color of the crayons. You hate the rainbow because it has colors, right? You honestly feel like if you're not white, you're not right. That's okay, bro, right? But don't go around here spewing, making up lies, okay? You know why you can't lie on Bayfinger? Because I live my truth. Problem, okay? And everybody that I hang out with will tell you that, right? Like Polo, for example, he tried to drop my real government name. I had already told people in Riot my government name 2 months before even telling him. But he gets so emotionally involved that he figured he could go behind my back and stab me and tell other people. But bro, when you live your truth and you got nothing to hide, what's a government name? New face, do me one big favor if you don't do anything at all. Kiss the blackest crack part of my ass, okay? Moving forward. Now, I have to apologize for what I'm about to say next. In fact, I don't know. Do I have to actually be the one issuing the apology? One thing about Angel gonna bring them receipts. Okay, I don't care. Y'all call him furry this, furry that. I've been knowing Angel for a minute. Angel is going to bring receipts. Not only is he going to show me the proof, he's going to make sure he's, being very punctual about it. He's going to be making his periods, right? His commas, right? His capital letters, his lowercase, right? Depending on what mood he's in. But at the end of the day, he's going to make it very, very clear what happened, when it happened, and where it happened at problem. So I might need to apologize to SV. I might need to apologize to whatever you named yourself, okay? Clehu and Morphine. The reason being why is because Angel has the receipts, okay? Bayfinger, what receipts are you talking about here? Now, y'all remember last video when the Xbox players was saying that they got, they put Angel in between a rock and a hard place, right? Okay? Or between a tight spot and a fat butt, whatever you want to call it, problem, They ended up saying they got him. Angel said, no, not going to let this slide, okay? I got receipts, I got proof, and I want you to read everything I am about to tell you right now, Bayfinger, because I'm Angel, I'm a PC player. I've been around since the OGs. I was around that whole era when the Misfits, when the Bandits 2.0 hideout was here. I was in the wall booth. I've been here. And ain't nobody going to take or destroy my reputation away from me, furry or not. Okay? Call me Mr. Furry. Call me Mr. Mink. Problem. That's what he telling me. So I said, okay, Angel, what you got? Let's jump right into it. Angel says, those guys didn't send you all the info in the comments. Those guys didn't send you all the info. In the comments, they were saying, imagine losing to Avoid and whoever in a 2v2. I don't even know who they are, but I recognize the S. Virix name. I just assumed they were some PC players that wanted to pipe up and wanted TDM because I'm washed. Because I admit I'm very washed right now. I barely been TDMing recently. But once I found out they were Xbox players, I knew me and Camper didn't lose to them. Even with me being very washed, Camper would still be able to kill them easily. Problem. He got his booze back. He says, so I asked them to show me proof. And they added me on Discord and then showed me the things I already sent you. Also, I saw you were talking about some nail stuff. Utmost is on a qualified team. So the person who told me that Utmost did not make it, you have not messaged me since. You ain't even apologized, let alone even gave me a heads up like, hey, this is what really happened. I'm not going to expose and say your name, but you need to hit me up immediately. Problem. So anyway, back to what we were saying. He said, I also saw what you were talking about, some nail stuff Utmost. It's on a qualified team. The Soggy Dogs. Don't go bashing them too hard, LOL. From what I know, they are really chill. Utmost could kiss my ass, first of all, Angel, but I hear what you're saying. Also, by the way, I'm on Sinister for Nil now, and we placed 3rd overall in quals, so that's cool. He doubles down. He said, but yeah, I have no reason to lie to you because that just makes me look bad, LOL. Like if I lose to someone, I'll admit it. And if someone claims they beat me, I'ma just assume they did because how bad I am right now. And I don't remember people's names, LOL. But if I find out an Xbox player is saying they beat me, I'ma want some actual proof that they did. Also, what I sent wasn't furry porn. It's just like a meme kind of thing. You know, those ads you can get on websites that want you to meet with girls in your area, LOL. It's basically just the furry version of that. You don't see anything bad. And I didn't send those because I was mad. I sent them because I was bored. Problem. Here's my latest Taj, by the way. He always wanted to throw his promo in. Does this look like someone who would be getting dropped off by Xbox players? I watched the montage and no, I ain't gonna lie. Even the montage before that, with you and Camper, y'all got some pretty crispy clips inside of there. I'm not going to lie. I like the transition from when whoever that was on the sloop, I think it was Camper. He was getting ready to load the shotgun, and then you switched to another shotgun, and it was just like stayed with the same motion or whatever. I'm telling you, this editing, let me go on a little side tangent real quick. This editing could be so much better, and montages could be so much better. I just know it takes a lot of time and a lot of work and a lot of things to edit. But if y'all don't rush stuff out like I sometimes do with these videos, you can make a masterpiece. And I've seen it because I be seeing y'all do little stuff. Anyway, back to where I was saying. He says, also, I'm not saying Xbox players are bad because some of them can be really effing good. But I don't think any Xbox players have beat me in Camper. Problem. By the way, if you have any questions, just ask me, because sometimes I'm bad at wording things. So what I say doesn't take much sense. I think he said make much sense. So he pretty much was telling the truth right there. You got to love Angel. I might be able to call later if you won't. I won't be available till like probably around 4:30 Eastern though. But yeah, if you ever have any questions, just ask me and I'll tell you the truth and what I know. I got no reason to lie. And I'm chill with you, so I don't want to piss you off. Problem. And that was that. So I thought. Now, do y'all remember when I name dropped that CNR 242 guy, right? In the last video. This is what was sent to Angel. Okay, the guys will say, hey, Pickle. He says, apparently I beat you in a TDM. Angel says, huh? A Pickle says, in Bayfinger's video, he's saying I beat you in a TDM. What's your gamer tag? CNR2V242, which I didn't. Angel says, did you even claim you beat me? CNR242. He says, not at all. Now, at this particular moment when I'm recording this video, I'm going to tell y'all right now, depending on how I'm going to edit it, if I did go back and put the clip there, maybe I didn't, but I am going to go watch back on what I said. But if this is not true, that kind of hurts a credible source I have from Xbox as far as these lies being pushed out. Now, Xbox players, I'm going to warn y'all. Excuse me. I'm going to warn y'all. Don't be a clout chaser. If you are good, be good. Because I can honestly show you right now what clout chasing gets you. It gets you nowhere. You will find yourself looking like this individual, which is very, very embarrassing. Because I honestly feel like this person will never be the same. Problem. Now, I want to jump in. There's so many ways I could go right now without editing, right? With just on moving forward, being off that angel topic, right? I ran into Pego. Recently. Pego, and I was playing with his friends. We were playing on Xbox, right? We were playing on PC, but I was playing on my Xbox. Pego got really in his emotions. This was a side of him I'd never seen before, right? He's very passionate about Sea of Thieves. And I'm going to tell y'all why this all makes sense in a minute. So I was just telling y'all about how you can find yourself, if you're a clout chaser, in a rough situation. First, we're going to talk about Reptar. Now, from what I'm hearing is Reptar is old enough and mature to not get too involved in the SOT drama, right? To a degree. But he's not going to let nobody tarnish his name problem. Reptar, from what I'm being told and what I've heard and what I've seen, has some of the best fort movement, right, that you've ever seen. And he does clip and clap and rinse people off problem. Wafton had recently said he beat him. This is what Wafton told me. And we all know Wafton is on the down spiral and he'll possibly never get up. We also know Wafton has been idolizing the likes of Absent. I also know personally Wafton has talked to Absent, right? This gets deep. If Wafton is going around doing such of the likes of this after having a conversation with Absent, and then we had Middle Peg Leg tell Absent that he wasn't that good, that's why he didn't make the team, who's to say Absent was never really as good as we think he is, and that's why he never evolved, and he's taught Wafton to do what Wafton's doing right now, and that is lie and clout chase for an Xbox player problem. If we go to Scuttle, if we follow Scuttle's reputation, right, and I'm going to make this all make sense. This has been some deep information I've been getting y'all lately, right? So if we go to Scuttle and we talk about Scuttle, now Scuttle went from Xbox to PC. He only got better. Scuttle was the first one on Xbox that could do that strafe run that you do on PC. I don't know how he did it. Nobody knows how he did it, but he was doing it problem, right? Now, fast forward. Wafton has claimed to be better than the likes of even that, right? The best Xbox, quote, best Xbox player, not better, whatever, right? Let me jump right in this. I'm telling you, it gets deep. Let me read this part first. Xbox players do not be a clout chaser. This is why. Reptar hits me up. He says, I honestly don't want to add to SOT drama because it's frustrating, but just wanted to put this out there. Wafton said he beat me when really it was him and Western 1v2ing me. And when I invited Jay Willow, they left, so it never was a proper fight at all. Both Western and Wafton admitted they didn't actually beat me problem. Wafton has told me he's beaten Reptar. I put it in a video that he said he's beaten Reptar. The same video where he lost, or it had to be the video after when he lost to, I can't even think of the name right now, Faniac. But, you know, he had me thinking he actually beat Reptar. And the reason why I thought it was true because Reptar never said anything, but Reptar pops up because he saw the last video I made and he said, wait a minute, who is SV? Wait a minute, is this guy really starting to talk about the Xbox guys? Okay, well, let me put this out there because y'all need to know. Reptar sends me this. He says, bro, you serious, LOL. I don't even care, but you said you beat me to Bay. I don't care about this drama going around and don't want to add, but I thought we were cool. You and Western were 2v1ing the whole time. He laughs, right? Waffle says, which is Wafton, for the Sea of Thieves rep, I will do anything. Then puts the devil emoji problem. See how desperate he is? Mind you, he talked to Absent. Mind you, Absent was supposed to be the best Xbox player. Who's to say Absent was not idolizing Scuttle the same way that Wafton is idolizing Absent, and Absent told him all you have to do is be a clout chaser and they will believe it. Meanwhile, Middle says that Absent was ass in the first place and that's why he didn't meet the team requirements problem and that's why he wasn't on the Bandits. Wafton is on the same down spiral because he is clout chasing. Do y'all see this? He says, also, I know you don't care, and I wanted to mess with Carso. Why the hell is Carso involved yet again when it's some serious drama going down problem? Now, Carso is part of the PC. Why is he being mentioned amongst Xbox players? You know why? Because Carso seems to find himself being a fly, and he likes to be in problem, okay? I'm just being honest here. All Reptar does after that is he just starts to laugh, right? So now y'all say, well, Big Thinker, what's this whole Pego and Scuttle thing? Pego is the one that told me about Scuttle. Now, he wasn't throwing salt, but all he was saying is that Scuttle is not as good as he used to be when he takes off 120V. That was, POV. That was an interesting take that Pego had took. Because in the likes of this conversation I was having with him, he was telling me how my team is a meme. He was telling me how Little John is not necessarily that good until Little John popped up. And Little John says, how can you say something like that? I beat you. His whole energy changed. But then he brought up another interesting topic, right? Because I was saying how good some players are. He even got to talking about the likes of the OG legends could not as beat the new era players right now, regardless of the hit reg and stuff. And I was like, what do you mean? He said, because the Fort movement. He said he name dropped the likes of Middle Peg Leg. He drops the likes of Xander. He name dropped the likes of Catchy. He was just naming all the legends. He said the reason why they would not be good now is because they don't have the Fort movement. He said they got the aim, right? And the kid has a great vocabulary, right? He helped me take a test before. I'm not going to lie, problem. He has a great vocabulary and a great understanding. So he's got to using these type of words that I necessarily don't remember right now. But he was saying stuff along the lines of something he broke down aim. He said aim is one thing they could have aim. And he used some crazy analogy I never even heard of before. It had to be one of the greatest analogies I've read since I read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in the Bible when Jesus was talking problem. I'm talking about Pego came with it. But all he was saying is aim is one thing. But when it comes to this Fort movement, this jumping around and clipping and clapping and stuff, he was saying the OG legends are not ready for that. And I listened to him because it was passionate. It was real. The thing I did not like about him, he was being very, very salty, and this is supposed to be my guy. But he was coming down on me, Little John, and the Thirsty Boys a little too tough. Because all we trying to do is just make a way for the Thirsty Boys. Don't come at us, bro. We ain't saying nothing bad about you. We ain't slandering your name. Okay, and you're over there kicking it with Polo. If you want to start believing Polo, be careful with him because he'll turn your back on you in a second. Look what he did to me. Look what he did to my guy, Suplex, right? He made Suplex come out of his shell and then left, right? He just left us all. But we got over it. We're moving forward. But I'm just giving you an example of how low Polo can go. Don't let him be the reason you come out of the Thirsty Boys and you turn your back on us, bro. We did nothing to you, Pego. All we do is sit over here, be thirsty, and we be great. Moving forward. Now, are y'all ready for that fire? Okay, now. This guy Torch pops up, right? I don't even know who this guy is, but he's letting me know what type of stuff he's going around doing amongst the seas, right? He's letting them know it is his day of reckoning, right? And this is a affiliate, okay? And no, not an alias. I was about to say alias. This is an ally of the guy Sharksy. Torch hits me up. And not only does he give me info, he gives me clips, okay? That's like somebody, you going out to eat, and your server bringing you chips, and you don't even got to ask her. She already has the dip there problem, okay? You know you're going to tip her. It's inevitable problem, right? Torch says, first clip shows the first fight we had against Omni. I can't believe it. He says, us and the purple team wanted to do a sword TDM, but Omni and his teammate ended up interfering and killing both of us. piping up in the process. He said me and Referred decided to comp 2v2 them. From that, you can understand that the first 2 points don't count. Purple was watching the entire time, but for some reason, Omni, oh my God, was shooting at them to get free kills. Problem. Remember, y'all, I just deemed this kid to be the #1 player. Look how dirty he is playing. Him and Wafton got a problem. Okay, y'all just heard what I said about Wafton. You see what Reptar exposed. Then you had the guy in the last video said how Wafton started, blunder bombing because he didn't want his reputation ruined, getting killed by some guy. Wafton. I mean, from Wafton and Omni. From the looks of it, right, y'all might need to retire the C's. It's not helping, right? Wafton, you have went to the likes of even freaking putting 120 FOV just to be a better Xbox player. Then you want to lie about beating Reptar? That's not cool. Problem. He said Omni was shooting at them to get free kills. Imagine being the #1 player shooting at somebody to get free kills. He said the score ended up being 14-9. If you don't take 2 points off of them. Here goes the clips, right? These clips you're watching. There goes the score, screenshot, right? He says, I have more, a lot. Oh, I believe the day after you crowned Faniac the best, me and my teammate ran into them in a in a NA server. We are EU. He said, I was back at the time on a shitty TV and not at all at the skill level I am at the moment. He said, I managed to delete some of the screenshots, but I have enough to prove that we won, including Dax admitting problem. He caught Dax in 4K admitting it. He said, I know, GG, you won on the EU server. Moose Slang says, we did win on NA, GG. There goes the screenshots. This guy ain't playing, okay? He doubles down with more, right? This guy's on a rampage. He says, look, Joker and Jay were talking crap about the Bucketeers in several discords. In a 2v2, Joker got beat 19-3. Problem. I want to take a second on this real quick. Let me segue real quick. Pego, when you were kicking it with Polo and thinking the fact that me and John only lost by 2, you got to understand, this is the type of score me and John was supposed to lose by. I don't even TDM, bro. That's the point I was trying to make. Then you try to say I said that I won. Please go back and watch that video. I never said we won. But you have to understand, this is the type of beating we were supposed to get. Okay? Don't hate the thirsty boys. Offer us a glass of something to drink because we are thirsty and we don't play. Problem. He says in a 2v2, Joker got beat 19-3 and 12-3. Jay got beat several times in a 2v2. He says, personally, I have never 1v1'd him. I don't have proof of Jay actually being in the game, but I have a clip of Joker in a 2v2 Jay was in. I don't think they would lie if you asked them about it. Regardless if I was going to ask them or not, he still sent the proof. This guy's doing everything he can to save his reputation, and he's letting people know if any legend is going to be crowned, right? Put everything aside. Put the cruise aside. Put the SOT drama aside. Or not the SOT drama, but you know what I'm saying? In other words, he's saying if anybody's going to throw any dirt on my name, if I got a clip and screenshot everything just in case somebody just shoots from the hip and sends Baythang or a lie, I will have all the proof I need to maintain my reputation. Same thing with Angel. Shout out to the real ones that did it. Problem. So he sends me all this, right? There goes the clip, right? Shows me a screenshot of the dead bodies and the score. Captain Joe says, big funny. Joker says, I'm Big Blind Bob. He says, never 1v1 SV, but he was my teammate once against some brand new TDMers on his servers. I got 8-9 kills that game, and he died 5 times and black screen twice. Whilst I only died twice. Problem. He got SV in 4K. SV says, why are you saying that me and Morphine are funny when he wasn't even in the game? Just wondering. Morphine would crap on you. Torch says, plus I died 2 times and you 5 times. Plus 2 black screens. when I read information like this and I get stuff like this, it makes it tough for me to deem these Xbox players number one. I don't think we'll honestly ever find who the number one Xbox player is, only because it seems like they come with a lot of lies and unmitigated gall. Now, I'm trying to shine a light on Xbox, but if y'all ain't gonna keep it real with Baythanger, how can I have y'all back, right? The man Torch says, you black screen twice, SV. That's not the number one way, right? That's not the LSD 101 I wrote the handbook for a problem. That's the Baythanger don't do that. I'm just saying. He said, this ain't math, my guy. Torchlight says, funny, because I crap on an alt. They had 7 kills. He said, Morphine lost 6-3 in 1v1s to my alt after talking mad crap. It was a very laggy server for both of us. Also got clipped on in a different game. He said the score should have been 6-2 since he shot me while I was answering his teammates or his text. He admitted. So he said, I don't need a grilled cheese. He said, I'm clipping and clapping and rinsing their asses off while texting at the same time. He said, I'm not even necessarily looking at the fact that I'm shooting at them. He said, I'm typing, making sure I'm writing the words correctly and still clipping and clapping. I don't know if this guy's a PC player or Xbox player, but I will find out. But all I know is that he's dropping people off problem. And here goes more clips, okay? Here goes more screenshot. That's a nasty screenshot right there with the fire. I might have to make that a thumbnail. Anyway, your bad says, you send me a message so your teammate shoots me in the back. Morphine says sorry. So Morphine realized, let's just say if he was sitting still that he wasn't moving, but he still shot him in the back. Problem. It's looking bad out here for these Xbox players. He said Omni and his buddies, Wafton, there goes Wafton again. You cannot make this up, people. Okay, this is clout chasing at an all-time high, and these are Xbox players. Something just ain't right. Problem. Have been sending around my picture. He said you might have seen one of these. He shows me some pictures of him or whatever, docs himself pretty much. It's really funny since he looks like this. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. Okay, well, this is live feed right here. I don't know. I don't know if this is Omni he's showing me or Wafton. I don't know who this is. But anyway, I ain't going to put that up. But anyway, he said that's it. Omni, Wafton, Xbox players. He went at SV. He went at Morphine. Now, I don't put these stories together to make them like this, right? Sometimes I have to go back through my messages. But as you can see, when it comes to y'all claiming that y'all beat certain people and that y'all are better, just understand, if people don't like Baythanger's videos, if they want nothing to do with them, if anything that they do care about, they care about their reputation. This is why you have to be careful. You will find yourself on the likes of Wafton. He's chasing so much clout, he don't know whether to be a PC player, a 120 FOV player. He don't know whether to be enemies with Omni, Faniac, or be friends with Reptar, or enemies with Reptar. He's doing anything and everything he can to stay relevant. Wafton, you're washed. Problem. And that's all. And also, too, Xbox players, y'all have to be careful coming at these PC players. They're PC, okay? I already told y'all what PC stands for, protective custody, okay? They will do anything and everything they possibly can to protect themselves, right? They're just not protecting themselves from a virus on their PC, right? They're not protecting themselves from Trojan or whatever new type of viruses they have out to take everybody's information. They're protecting themselves from the Xbox virus, right? The Xbox players that's coming and spreading out these lies. If they have to do it, they will. This is just a warning. I'm really disappointed in the Xbox players right now. I don't know what to do or what else to say. But this is the information I have. That is everything y'all got. Y'all read it. And y'all just going to have to live it up into it. And feel free to talk in the comments because you don't have to explain to me. You have to explain to the other people that you're deceiving by giving me the information you're given. And then when I put it out, these people pop up. And now look how that got you looking. Stupid. Problem. Moving forward. About to get to the Leave It to Beaver part. Just be patient. But I just want to get this off real quick right here. Now, this person wants to remain anonymous, right? In order for them to do that, I can only tell y'all so much, but I will tell you enough because I have the screenshots I could read for proof, but I can't necessarily put out who sent it because they want to remain anonymous. In order for me to get this type of information, I got to keep some people on the low. Moving forward. Y'all remember what Atomic Dane did last video? He dropped the N-bomb. Atomic Dane said he has a brother that's black. That's why he has the N-bomb pass. But after lying like this blatantly and me reading it, it's hard for me to believe in Atomic Dane. That's my friend down, man down. He shot from the hip when them words left his lips. Bars! And I couldn't believe he said what he said. Anyway, this person goes, just seen your new vid. And I got stuff to add on to Atomic Dane. Me, Helup, and Astrios, however you say that, sunk him in adventure about a week and a half ago. He was on a gallon, and we were brig. We pulled up, took down all 3 of his masts, and balled him, and he sunk. I messaged him GG, and he acted oblivious when we watched him leave after dying. He then goes on to say that he was on the fort of the dam, wanting a rematch, where I told him we would just let us finish the Fort of Fortune. We basically stole from him and he went, no thanks, I'm going to go steal some Gilded Voyages. Which at the time he had the amount of gold he had stolen in his bio. So I believed him. But what is funny is that he tried to flip the story saying he sank us to Hairline and myself, and I have screenshots too. Full triumphant Sea Dog ship set and everything, and they sunk in 13 seconds. Problem. This person literally just sank Atomic Dane. But if you read these screenshots right here, listen to the lie that he tells. He says, who is Helup? Then he adds Hairline. Hairline says, why? What happened? Thomas says he tried to sink us and the entire server dropped after they sunk. But the person that sank him actually was in there and just witnessed the whole lie, and the fact that he went to the Discord and tried to tell the story. The person wanted to put this out, letting me know that Atomic Dane is a liar and that a lot of the times, if not most of the time, cannot be trusted. Problem. Now, this is where it gets juicy at right here. I need y'all to pay attention, and I need y'all to pay attention closely, okay? We are going to leave this to Beaver. Now, when you want to leave things up to Beav, just be aware it will be a sad day in the seas. Problem. Now, where have we all seen this from, right? This repeated behavior right here. I guess this dude woke up one day wanting violence, okay? Now, mind you, I'm going to let y'all know right here. I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret, something that you just might not know, okay? Now, the majority of these kids are, in their early teens, you know what I mean? Mid-teens at best, or at the oldest, right? This guy Beef right here, okay? He's in college, all right? This kid likes to mess around with the likes of 7th, 8th, 9th, you know what I mean? Like 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th graders and stuff like that and so forth, right? The guy's in college, right? He has like 228 days on SOT and he's in college. Let's keep that in mind. Problem. It was a sad day on the seas when this guy has popped up. I get this message right here. Western Castle says I got IP banned on my main and all my alts. Problem. I said, wait a minute. Why, bro? Like, what happened? He said, I ran into the Beef. I said, so I'm asking everybody, who is Beef? I go to my messages, and it is flooded, okay? Flooded with this guy Beef, okay? Like, for example, here he is right here. He goes, well, no, first of all, let's start right here. Omnimoy says, I can't believe you're in college and you're in reporting children for 120 in a pirate kids game. Problem, right? Beef says, I don't care if people beat me in the non-working pirate game. All I care about is that at least the game has a level playing field as it was always intended, right? So he said he's here to have a fair playing field. And in order to keep that playing field, guess what he's going to do? Look at this picture right here. Beav is going to rap, okay? He's going to tell any and everything he possibly can, okay? Who does this sound like? You guessed it, okay? This is Word. This is Word 5.0 from what I'm being told is, right? Because he's blatantly admitting the type of behavior he's doing here. Mind you, this is an old college guy. Let's leave it to Beaver, okay? I think the guy has a meat cleaver because what he's doing is when he runs into people, what he's doing is he is chopping them off from the likes of their IP address or from the server's period, right? He is reporting to Rare, and we all know Rare ain't fair, right? You can send any clip to Rare and let them know this is this person and what they're going to do. They're going to ban you. He is working the system at his finest, okay? Okay? Kind of like a white Karen. Moving forward. Beef says, I have no sympathy for people losing their accounts because of FOV. I don't really care about who it is. If they are cheating, I can report. Problem. Then he goes down here, he doubles down on it, okay? Look at this, okay? Beef, offline. This guy says, did you get banned or something? Beef says, yes. Okay. Cleo says, what type of ban? Like hardware or your account? He said, I haven't tried any alts yet. He said, try alt. Beef says hardware. Do y'all want to know why Beef got banned? Now, normally when it comes down to stuff like this happening, when somebody is reporting cheating, I am all on their side. Let's go ahead and get rid of the bad people amongst the seas, because y'all know what my job is, to keep the seas what? You guessed it, safe, right? So I'm about to hit the guy up. I'm about to give him some type of promo. I'm about to say, hey, Beav, you know what? Why don't you come over here, send me your montage or something, and I will put your video on a Bay Fanger YouTube, right? Gonna put your montage all in the back, because that's what I like to do. I like to help. But how can I help this right here? They caught Beav in 4K. This is why he got banned, people. Hardware. This person says, yo, we caught the beaver. Okay? Beaver 7567 says, I hate Earth. STG, they are so annoying. Look at this guy. Dirty. They reported his ass. They reported his ass faster than a Karen reports seeing a black man drive down his bike down the street with his dog. Okay? Not harming anybody, not doing anything wrong, but the fact that this black person is around in her vicinity, he is a threat. They got rid of Beaver's ass. Beaver, this goes to let you know. Let me read this for you so you can clearly understand real quick, because this is the type of stuff that we do when people come across the seas and come across Xbox players, PC players that's new to this community. We'll report your ass. Everybody knows Baythanger snitches. I'll tell on anything. Anything to keep the seas safe. So if you don't understand why you're going, here it is right here. Ahoy there. Thank you for reporting this issue. One or more players that you recently reported were investigated and suspended from Sea of Thieves based on the evidence you and others have provided. Thank you for helping steer the course of Sea of Thieves. Regards, Sea of Thieves player support. Beav, you can't come here, okay, and jump inside of this sea full of sharks, okay? You got legendary sea dogs around here, right? You got me, myself, right? The legendary Sea Dog 101. Okay, we do not play, right? When we see a weak link inside of the water, we will full-blown attack. Now, we might fight amongst each other, but I promise you this, if the wrong person steps into the seas, we will tear this shit down if you get us pissed. Until next time, the seas ain't safe.